This is the CBD of Adelaide and the rubber line to Tonsley and to Seaford. This area, the people are largely travelling to the hospital at this location called the Flinders Medical Centre, and if we look at the ways of getting there, they are obviously the car, using the north-south road as a freeway, and the older south road, where congestion means that buses get trapped in the traffic during rush hour periods. The alternative would be to use the railway line, the train. And at this point, if they get off at Woodlands Park, they would then be able to catch the train coming from the city to Tonsley. This is a logical place to go, because if they stay on the train and go through to the city, it's a 14-minute added to the trip and 40 minutes coming back again. That's at a minimum of half an hour taken to get there. So this is the Flinders Medical Centre, and behind it is the Flinders University. The Flinders Medical Centre has 580 beds in the public section of the hospital and 130 private beds in the private hospital. That's 710 beds in total, which is nearly as big as the old Royal Adelaide Hospital. So the Flinders Medical Centre is a major hospital. There are 3,500 staff in the Flinders Medical Centre, and 600 volunteers come to help out at the hospital. It is also a teaching hospital for the Flinders University, which is alongside it, and it also is a liver and corneal transplant centre for the whole of South Australia. So a large number of people are coming to and from the hospital every day. That's staff, patients, and of course it's got the emergency centre for people who've got traumas which are being dealt with on the day. Just behind it in the yellow is the Flinders Medical Centre. Sorry, is the Flinders University, and this has a total enrolment onshore of 23,000 students, 20,186 Australian students and 3,013 onshore overseas students. So there's a large number of people coming in this area. 3,500 staff for the hospital. In addition to that, the other one is the academic staff for the Flinders University. There are 1,114 academic staff and 1,479. That's 2,593 teachers and professional staff for the university. So that's 25,000 involved with the university and 3,500 staff and 600 volunteers involved with the medical centre. Now, if the transport enables people to change trains at Woodlands Park, it's going to greatly facilitate people getting from here, southern suburbs, and in the reverse. This is the timetable for the Seaford Tonsley Line. This is the Tonsley Line, and the rest are the Seaford Line. We can see that the Seaford train stops at Woodlands at 7:21. This is the Seaford Tonsley Line down, showing the same period, 7:30 to 8:30, the rush period. If we put the two timetables together, we can see that the person catching and getting the train to Woodlands at 7:21 would be able to catch, 6 minutes later, catch the train from Woodland Station to Tonsley. This is a great saving of time, because if they were to go the whole way through to the city and then come back out again, they'll be adding half an hour to the trip. So it's much more sensible if this interchange was facilitated where all trains were to stop there.
Flinders Medical Centre, turn off, Darlington upgrade. Car park full. 81 available. Flinders Medical Centre, bus station. Two places where passengers can get onto buses. The 101 bus has dropped its passengers off and picked up the next lot of passengers and moved on. The dwell time for the 101 was about 30 seconds. Heading down to South Road. Another bus is coming up from South Road. Go through, please, madam. This entrance is also the entrance for the public car park. The other buses have moved on. The G10, the 200 bus, the 600, 601, 720H, the G20, G21, the 320, the 721, the 722, the 723F, the 719, the 101 and the 300 bus stop at this point. There's also the shuttle bus for the hospital staff only. And this is the shuttle bus. the entrance to the Flinders Medical Centre. The other bus stop further on. And the taxi rank. The G10, the G20, the G21, the 320, the 200, the 600, 601, 719, 728, the 721, the 722, the 300, and buses which also go to Flinders University. The G10, the 101, the 300, 600, 601. Flinders Medical Centre is a major hospital in the southern suburbs of Adelaide. It has a public and also a private hospital. Parking for the staff at Flinders Medical Centre. And there's more parking for staff on the other side of the road. South Road. The Darlington upgrade with the Southern Expressway in the distance. Parking for staff on the other side of the medical staff on the other side of South Road. Some playing fields for the University of Flinders University. And the private hospital at Flinders Medical Centre. Proposed that there will be a railway station somewhere at this point. This railway station will be an extension of the Tonsley Line, and there will be a single line coming across South Road from the Tonsley railway station, which is behind the trees. It's hopeful that they will make the station of a length capable of handling high capacity trains, that is trains with 6 carriages, because a large number of people who come to Flinders Medical Centre either as patients or as workers. The bridge will go across South Road somewhere at this point. This is Flinders Drive. This is the aerial view of the extension coming up where the rail will be elevated above Sturt Road and the Tonsley Station probably will be removed. Here we are by the Sturt Police Station, and Flinders Lane is now a major road. We can see that there's a pedestrian path going across the new Darlington upgrade. You can see there's quite a big dramatic distance between the rail bridge and the 6 lanes of traffic in the cutting, plus the 2 lanes at grade and the other 2 on the other side. It's proposed that there will be a bus interchange at this point on this side, and the other proposal is there be a bus interchange on this side of the system. This is the one of the existing staff car parks, and the image was taken from that point there. It's suggested that this is a better place for the bus interchange to be built, where buses and trains are together. Now at this point, the passengers on the train are going to be expected to walk around the staff car park and get into Flinders Medical Centre by that direction, out in the open. And of course this is a way which you can walk up to Flinders University. Now this area here is soccer grounds and cricket grounds, so it's possible that that could be used for a bus interchange. At this point, the staff car park's about 3 levels. So this is the new bridge for cars, new bridge for a single track of train. Hopefully this will be long enough for high capacity trains, and hopefully this would be a place for a bus interchange to service people who want to save all the delays that occur when you try and take a bus into the city through all of the congestion here to the CBD and beyond. The other possibility with the railway line is you could have a possibility that the trains from Seaford themselves could actually come into Tonsley and then go back out and go to the city. That would involve a new junction at that point. The current bus stop for the Flinders Medical Centre is here, and this is the staff car park, and this is the proposed Flinders Station. It shows that the people from the hospital, with regards to buses, are going to be expected to walk down to a bus interchange on the edge of the road on one side of the highway, or cross over to the other side, which is extreme distance for people who are on crutches, or mothers, young families with prams, to get from a hospital
particularly at night when it's raining. A very unpleasant thing to do, and suggest people wouldn't be likely to use the system if the buses are that far from the hospital. It's also noticeable there's a brand new road being built. This is the Sturt Police Station, and this is the existing Tonsley Railway Station. This is the existing Tonsley Railway Station. This shows the very narrow pathway which they want to share with bikes going in both directions and people going in both directions. It's frightening now to walk along paths of similar width going through the Torrens Linear Park. But here, there's nowhere for people to escape when there's a congestion of bikes, high speed coming in both directions, or mums and prams and babies all coming through.
Some of the 5 levels of parking for public parking at Flinders Medical Centre. And 3 or 4 levels of parking for staff. Electric train at the terminal station at Tonsley Station. There's some parking occurring here. There's a science centre, and we can see Flinders Medical Centre, and we can just see the top of the private hospital part of the Flinders Medical Centre, and the buildings in the background are the Flinders University. It's proposed that the rail track will proceed across Sturt Road and go over Darlington upgrade to Flinders Medical Centre Station. Hopefully it will be long enough to take high capacity trains, in other words 6 carriages. Tonsley Railway Station, Sturt Road, Sturt Police Station, and the rail track extension to Flinders Medical Station will go basically in this direction over Darlington upgrade at South Road. Flinders Medical Centre in the foreground and Flinders University in the background. Tonsley, Flinders University, Clovelly Park Railway Station. There's an electric train coming, or a train going to the Tonsley Station. consist of 3 carriages. Flinders University building at Tonsley. Some of the remains of the Mitsubishi factory. And you can't actually get through to the Tonsley railway station from here anymore. So you have to get here by car or by bus. You know, there's a railway station there. The extension of the Tonsley Line across to the Flinders Medical Centre, Flinders University campus to help handle the nearly 30,000 people who daily commute to and from this area is a very good idea, a sensible idea.